Hi everyone, very good evening and welcome back to GFG practice. Please give me a quick plus one in the chat if my voice is clearly audible to everyone and everything is working fine. Then I'll start with the problem as well. So, hi Rishit. Okay. So I hope that everything is working fine. Now let me quickly share my screen so that we can start with the problem as well. Right. So hi Ravi. Let me share my screen as well. You can hit the like button if everything is working fine for all of us. So please make sure to hit the like button. Okay. Then we'll get started with the problem as well. Okay. So great. Hi Vanshika. So let's get started with this problem as well. Now this is a mathematics problem. The problem says that okay, the last ball that was modified, right? So in this problem, what you have to identify is you have to identify the last ball modified. Okay, the last ball modified. Now, what does this mean in this question? The question says that this guy has n balls in a straight line, and he has put a few marbles randomly in the each ball. So basically, let's say these are balls. Let's say these are all balls, right? Let's say these are all balls. Let's say there are n balls, right? Every ball has certain number of marbles inside it, right? Every ball has certain number of marbles that has been put. So that is indicated by A of I, right? If this is the array, so the number of marbles in the ith is indicated by A of I. Please give me a plus one if you're clear with this, right, guys? Basically, the array that has been there's an array that has been given to me, right? And let's say this array is 3, 1, 4, 5, right? So 3, then I have 1, okay, then I have 4, and then after that I have 5 here. Okay, guys, I hope that everything is working fine. Yeah, right. So basically, what I have is I have, let's say, three, 1, 4, 5. So these are the marbles that are there in the bowls, right? This is the marble in this bowl. This is the marble in this bowl. 4 is the number of marbles in this bowl. 5 is the number of marbles in this bowl. Is the input clear to everyone? This is what has been given to me as an input, right? Now, after this, the problem says that a bowl can never have more than nine marbles. Okay, so basically, please write 9 in the chat. The capacity of every bowl is 9. Okay, if let's say a particular bowl is having nine, let's say if it is having nine marbles, okay, and then you add one more marble to it, so basically what will happen, the carry forward will go to the next marble. Is that clear to everyone? The carry forward will go to the next marble. Like if there is this marble, okay, if there is this marble, ith marble, and it had nine, initially it had nine marbles, right? So when you put one more marble here, so basically if the capacity of any marble goes more than 9, right, after the changes, then it has to carry. Please write carry in the chat. Is this point clear to everyone? This is what you need to do, right? Let's say if there's a marble and if there's a bowl and it has 5 marbles, then you add 1 to it, right? Then there is no carry required. There is no carry required, right? But if there is a certain marble, right, like if there is a certain bowl that has 9 marbles, okay, and then you add one more, so it has to carry forward, right? So let us say that we have this example. Let's say we have what? Let's say we have something like 9, and let's say 2, something like this. Okay. So what we'll do is, if you will see here, so adding it says that bowl can have 0 marbles. Okay. Now Samuels adds one more marble to the last bowl. Okay. So basically, he is adding plus one. Please write plus one in the chat. He is adding one marble to the last bowl. Every time he will add one marble to the last bowl. Okay, he will do what? He will add marble to the last bowl. Right. Now, when this guy adds the last marble, please give me a plus one if everyone is clear till this point. Is everyone clear till this point? Now, when I will add one marble to this bowl, right, to the last bowl, every time I'll add the marble to the last bowl, right, in every test case. So when I write, so it will overflow, right, because any marble cannot, any bowl cannot have more than 9 marbles. So it will overflow. Then the carry will go to this, right? So when carry goes to this, so it is nothing like addition, right? You can write add in the chat. This is nothing like addition. So now when the carry goes to this guy, so again it overflows, right? Because any bowl cannot have more than 9 marbles. So what will happen when this guy, then the carry goes to this guy, then what will happen? Again it will overflow, right? Because any bowl cannot have 9 marbles. So again, since I'm adding one more marble here, so now this carry will go here, and now this is the last modified marble. Let's say after this, even if you had 3, 4 also, so this is the last modified. Please write last in the chat. This is the last modified bowl. Is it clear? Is it clear? This guy is the last modified. Is it clear? Please give me a plus one if everyone is clear with this point, right? Is it clear to everyone, guys? Please tell me. I hope that this point makes a lot of sense. Is it clear to everyone? Till this point, everyone is clear. Please hit the like button and give me a plus one if you are clear with this idea. Right, that is what I am doing. So basically, according to indexing, right? If I talk about the index, right, one based index. So this is the index one, this is the index two, this is the index three, this is index four, this is index five, this is index six. So basically, the index, the last modified index is what? This index three. So the answer of the last index, right, last modified index, last modified bowl index will be what? Uh, it will be nothing but three. Okay, is it clear? Okay, hi Mau. So I hope that this is clear to everyone, right? This is what we have to do. Now let us say that if we had another example, let's say we had an example like this. Let's say we had nine. Okay, okay. Let's say we had eight. Let's say we had something like seven. Okay. Let's say we had three. Let's say we had four. Let's say we had five. Right. Now when I'll see the indexing. So indexing is what? Indexing is one way. So one, two, three, four, five, six. So I'll start changing from the last. Okay, now when I add 1 to this bowl, right, so it will go here. Okay, now if you will see, now this is 8. Okay, this particular bowl is having 8 marbles. Now one goes as a carry, so 8 plus 1, so now this is 9. So this is the last modified bowl, right, because it is not exceeding 9. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Rishit and everyone is clear with this, that when I had 9 marbles here, right, then after that I add 1 to this guy, right, to the last guy I modify and I add 1. Then the carry goes over to this next bowl. When it goes to the next bowl, so it has 8 marbles. Now 8 plus 1 will be 9. So it is not overflowing because capacity of every bowl is 9. Okay, it cannot have more than 9. So if this has 9, now it has 9, so it is fine. So this is the last modified. Please write 5 in the chat. The index of the last modified bowl is nothing but 5, right? Last modified bowl index, right? Is it clear to everyone, guys? This much part is clear to everyone. Please tell me. Is this much point clear to everyone? Like what we are doing here? Okay. So basically, like you will do what? You will iterate from the end. If you will see this particular thing, right? So what are we doing? Let's say if I talk about another test case, let's say we have something like 5, 4, 7, 8, something like this. Okay. Then if I'll start from the end, if I'll start here from the end, right? So if I start from this guy, so if you will see here, if I start from the end, right, I'll always start from the last guy. So I'll be at this guy. Now, when I'm at this guy, so when I add one to it, so it will become six, right? When I modify it, it will like when I add plus one to it, it will become six, and it will not overflow, right? So this is the last modified index in this case. So in this case, the index is what, like one based 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. So this is the last. So last index that is modified is nothing but 4. Okay, this particular index. Right. Now, similarly, if I have to identify the pattern in this problem, right? So what I have to do is, let's say if I have, let's say something like 9, 9, 9, 8, let's say 7, okay, let's say something like 4 or anything, 3 also. Let's say we have 8 also here. All right. Indexing should start from 0. Yes, indexing is from 0, but in this question, it is you have to take one based indexing. Learn with Junaid. In this problem, you have to take one based indexing. So see, if I am at a 9, right? Please write 9 in the chat. Whenever I am at 9, okay, whenever I am at a in like whenever I am at an element which is 9 and I will be adding 1 to it, right? So it will overflow, right? It will go to the next index. So basically I'll start from the end. Okay, I'll start from this guy. So when I start from this guy, it is 9. So that means when I'll add 1 to it, so it will overflow. So I'll go to this guy. Okay, now I'll be at this guy. Now since it is 9, so when I'll add 1 to it, it will overflow. So I'll go to this guy. Right, now I'll go to this guy. Now since this is again 9, so I'll go to the next guy. Okay, now I'll go to this guy. And now since this is lesser than 9, right? So let's say this is 8. So 8 plus 1 will be 9, which is the capacity. Or if let's say if it had anything lesser than 9, so obviously it will be the last modified. Please write last in the chat. This will be the last modified. Is it clear that if any bowl is there, like basically what I am saying is if I am iterating from the end, let's say if I'm iterating from the end, okay, so this is the last modified bowl here. This is the last. So what I'm doing is basically I'm saying that for let's say I start from n minus 1, that is from the end, I is greater equal to 0 because initially it is zero based index only for us, as that is given to us. Right now, if it happens that if there is any ith index, right, that is lesser than 9, right, then I will do what, I will directly return I plus 1, right, return I plus 1, because that is the index that is last modified. If let's say my I is here, now this is not, I'm iterating from the end, now this is the index of first element, that is not equal to 9. Yes, that is lesser than 9, definitely. So this is I, starting from the end. Now this is I, it is again 9, it is again 9. Now this is the first element, first element from the back, right? First element from the back, first element from the back, right? From the back, that is lesser than 9 that I have to take. Index of the first element. Okay. So now this is the index, right? If you will see, so normally this is index 0, 1, 2, 3. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is I is equal to 4. But obviously, if you have to return one based indexing, so this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. So if this is I is equal to 4, so you have to return 5 here. So that is why you are returning I plus 1. Please write I plus 1 in the chat, guys, if you are clear, and hit the like button. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? The carry, like if you are adding from the end, so when will you, what will be the last modified bound? If you are not having any carry, then okay, and the carry will not be there when it is lesser than this part. Okay, this point is clear. Let's quickly write the code also. So I'll quickly erase this part. Okay, let's write the code as well. So what I'll be doing here is like basically I'll say that okay, let's have int I starts from n minus 1. Okay, I is greater or equal to 0. Then I'll do I minus minus here, right? And then what I will do is, so that the screen is visible. So what I'll do is, if it happens that the I AI from the back, if it is lesser than 8, sorry, if it is lesser than 9, if there is any index that is having the value lesser than 9, so that will be the answer. So I'll return I plus 1. Okay, this, because I'll return this index, but basically I have to return it one base index, right? So that is why I'm adding 1 to it, right? I have to return one base index. Okay, and suppose that if I iterate and I don't get any index, so I can simply return minus 1 also for this question, right? When there is no index, let's say, available. Obviously, that will not be the case here, but still. Okay, let's see. So it works on the samples. Let's see if it gets accepted or not. I hope that it gets accepted as well. Let's see. Right, so this problem gets accepted as well. So is it clear to everyone, guys? Is this problem clear to everyone? It also passes all the test cases. Is this problem clear to everyone, guys? Yes or no? Please tell me. Right, that was the logic for this problem. Basically, if you will see any other like thing, let's say this is 9, this is 9, this is, let's say 3, let's say this is 7, 4, 5. Okay. So if you modify this, right, this is what, 9. So obviously it will exceed. So when you add 1 to it, so you will go to this guy. Now when you add 1 to this guy, it will again exceed. So when you go to this guy is lesser than 9, right? So if there's something like 8 or lesser than 8 values, so then when you'll add 1 to it, so it will not exceed the bound limit. So that this is the index. Now normally this is index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But actually you have to return what? You have to return one base index. So that is why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if this is the index, last modified index is this, right? So this is I is equal to 3, but I have to return one based index. So that is why I'll return I plus 1 here. That is the concept for this problem. It's a school level problem. Definitely, it's an easy problem, I will say. And I think that is what has been written here as well. Okay, I hope that you understood this problem. Now, one last thing. Please make sure to hit the like button. Please hit the like button if you have understood it till now. Then I will end this stream as well. You can hit the like button if you have understood it till this point, right, guys? Okay, everyone understood it. Please give me a plus one as well if you have understood it, and then I'll end the session within 1 minute. Okay, all right. So make sure to hit the like button if you have understood it till the end, and that okay. So it's a school level problem, definitely. Yes, it's a school level problem, I think. Hi Mo, welcome. Look, we are meeting after a long time. So hi, thanks a lot, Rishit. So that was the problem. It was very easy, but make sure to solve the problem, the next problems as well. Keep on solving. I'll see you in another problem of the day. It was very easy for today, but no worries. Make sure to be consistent and solve the problem of the day every day so that you can learn some new concepts, some random problems, some random companies also. With that being said, thank you for joining, and I'll see you in another live stream. Till then, good night. Take care, everyone. Bye.